Welcome to AdWords Account Security. In this session, we will discuss best practices to protect your account. By the end of this session, you should be able to 1. List the current threats advertisers should be aware of. 2. Discuss options for keeping existing systems secure. 3. Explain the importance of protecting AdWords accounts and Google's practices for requesting confidential information. And 4. Explain what an advertiser should do if their account is compromised. Google's account security team aims to do the following. 1. Educate our advertisers about the current threats on the internet. 2. Advise on security best practices such as keeping all systems and software updated. 3. Empowering our clients to be able to identify fishy behavior on the web. And 4. Giving you the resources to tackle and resolve any security issues that may arise. So what are the current threats that you should be aware of? Cybercrime is steadily increasing as cybercriminals exploit people in tough economic times through phishing and malware attacks on the internet. You may be wondering, well, what is phishing and malware exactly? And most importantly, why should I care? Phishing is the use of social and technical techniques to steal consumers' personal identities or financial account information by pretending to be a trusted source. Information that phishers aim to obtain include credit card numbers, bank account numbers, account logins, passwords, social security numbers, and more. The number of phishing attacks are increasing every day. According to the RSA Anti-Fraud Command Center, the number of phishing attacks has doubled since last year, from about 8 to 9K a month to over 17K a month in September 2009. Further, phishers are getting smarter and especially now are exploiting users' trust in top and familiar brands to obtain personal information. Brands include and not limited to Walmart, banking groups like Citigroup, Wells Fargo, and Bank of America. Additionally, Google, Amazon, PayPal, and many other trusted brands have taken this hit. As mentioned, phishers have different techniques to trick a consumer. One way is to send a spoof email, an email that makes the consumer believe that it is coming from a certain brand or person. This is an example of a phishing or spoofing email. It is asking the advertiser to update their AdWords account. The email reads, "Dear Google AdWords customer, please sign into your account at this link or by clicking on this link. Your account will be reactivated as soon as you update your payment information." At first glance, you may think that you have received emails like this from us before. However, at a closer look, you can see that the link actually leads to a non-Google website. This is a typical scheme to obtain credit card information on a site that appears to be legitimate. An email like this may lead you to a website like this. Note that this site looks exactly like our login page, except notice the URL in the address bar. The letters are scrambled but could easily be overlooked. Here's another example. It appears that Walmart is having a sale on top-selling cameras. Once again, a closer look shows the URL is in the address bar as www.elsonservices.com and not walmart.com. There are many very real-looking websites out there, such as this next one. Amazon.co.uk or Amazon.com. No, it's actually sonussolar.co.nr. The original location of this website is actually located on a tiny island in the South Pacific, but the site looks pretty convincing. As mentioned before, banking institutions are spoofed quite often as well, but for more obvious reasons. The purpose of these look-alike sites is not just to obtain personal details via information entered onto the website. In some cases, just by going to the website, a program is installed automatically onto your system called malware. Malware is a software designed to infiltrate computer systems without the owner's knowledge or informed consent. Malware, like phishing attacks, are becoming more common. Since June 2008 to July 2009, the number of malware attacks has increased by double to just over 300,000 websites reported in search results per month. Now we've discussed what to look for, we'd like to share with you some tips and best practices to help you keep your accounts and systems secure. First, let's talk about a few simple ways you can keep your system and computer secured. The easiest thing you can do is to keep your systems updated. Download security patches that are offered for your operating system. Make sure you use the most updated version of whatever browser you use. Keep security software updated, but most importantly, make sure you have some installed. If you don't have any software installed, Google offers free anti-spyware and antivirus software in our Google Pack, which you can download at google.com. Apart from keeping your systems updated, it is important to take precaution when browsing the internet. Know your source. Do you know who you're dealing with? Is this someone you know? Be very aware of where you are online to protect against phishing and malware attack scams. Only visit websites, download content from, and share information with trusted sources. Take caution when downloading free software, downloading or opening files from an email, even it is seemingly from someone you know. Visiting unknown websites, sharing login credentials or personal information, but be especially cautious when visiting websites that ask you for personal information or when entering sensitive data online. Go with your gut. If it doesn't seem right, it probably isn't. Know who you're dealing with and know how to spot fishy behavior. Ask yourself, 1. Does it make sense to be receiving this email from this source? 2. Don't reply to or click links within emails that ask for personal, financial, or account information. 3. Check message headers for information on the sender. 4. Instead of clicking on the links in an email, go to the websites directly by typing the web address into your browser, cut and paste, or use bookmarks. And 5. When visiting a website, check the URL. Does it match the website? And remember, Google will never ask for sensitive information over email. Now here are a couple of tips to keep your Google account information secure. Our last section, staying safe and secure, some best practices and recommendations for AdWords. We would like to stress the importance of having a strong password. Create unique passwords that mix capital, lowercase letters with numbers and punctuation. Do not share your password with anyone if possible, and only share it with people you trust if necessary. Do not use your Google password for other accounts, and change your password every once in a while. We understand that sometimes it's necessary to grant access to other users. Did you know that AdWords has a feature that can help you manage your account and who has access? Take advantage of our existing AdWords features. AdWords gives you the option of inviting others to view or manage your AdWords account. Further, it allows you to assign unique logins and passwords to each user. Want to allow another user to access the account? Send an invitation to their email. Choose the lowest access level they will need and let them choose a unique password. Also note, if you create the login and password for your client, stress the importance of changing the default password immediately. As easy as it is to add a user, it's easy to terminate them too. Remember to terminate ex-employees and inactive users from your account. You may be wondering why you should take the time to do this and why it's important. The bottom line here is better managed accounts or in logins equal better managed and secured accounts. Again, use unique logins and passwords for each user. Grant the lowest access level needed for each user. There are generally 3 access levels in AdWords. Administrative, which is the highest access level where you can view, edit, and manage any part of the account and its campaigns, invite and disable access, view pending invitations, and change another user's level of access. Standard level access has access to most account features, and it's the same as administrative, but cannot allow others to share or access the account. And then reports access. This user can only view and run reports on the account. Remember, only the original account creator can edit his or her login information, language preferences from within the My Account tab. No one else can edit these settings regardless of their access level. And again, we want to stress the importance of removing inactive users such as ex-employees. Why spend the time deleting old users and creating unique logins and passwords? Well, this will help you keep track of who has access to the account. It will limit the number of people who can make changes to the account and keep track of who is making changes and prevent unwanted changes. And most importantly, you will be able to identify the source of a security leak or account changes quickly by identifying the user associated with the particular login. Lastly, to keep your AdWords account secure and most simply, sign into your AdWords account from the main login page. We recommend that you type in the URL or bookmark the main page. Again, be aware when clicking on links from untrusted emails and sources to avoid phishing sites. And finally, if the unfortunate event of an account security issue happens to you, we can help. If you suspect or discover any suspicious or out of the ordinary activity in your accounts, or receive suspicious emails or contacts from people spoofing Google, this may be cause for concern. Firstly, please contact your Google team or Google rep. Secondly, run a malware and antivirus scan on your systems. Thirdly, change your password or advise your clients to change theirs. And lastly, the security team at Google will help to investigate and resolve the issue as quickly as possible. Let's recap what we've covered in this session. 1. Advertisers should understand and be aware of cyber crimes including phishing, malware, fake emails, and sites. 2. Systems can be kept secure by keeping systems updated, knowing your sources, keeping on the lookout for suspicious behavior. 3. Google recommends keeping your passwords, leveraging existing AdWords features, and logging into directly through AdWords. And 4. If an account is compromised, an advertiser should contact their Google team, run malware and antivirus scans, change their password, and if necessary, contact the security team. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to allow us to share our account security best practices and tips with you. We hope that you have learned some things here today and will pass it along to your clients for a smooth and successful year ahead.